Hello, everyone. Happy 2023 to you all. Another year, another trip around the sun. Another year has begun. I wanted to tell you all about the courses that I'll be offering this year. I was just on the Inner Sanctum online groups, which I do monthly at the beginning of every month. We have Sheila Seppi and the Galactic Alliance calls it Family Reunion, which I think is kind of nice. We have a group support where we get together and chat about all sorts of things, people that we've been reading, books and podcast shows we've been listening to, and information that has rocked our world and changed our lives. And this year I'm going to be offering weekly deliberate creation classes on a Monday morning here in Australia, which will be a Sunday night in the US and Canada. I was offering that as a couple of weeks course, but I just feel, when I say I just feel, the guides, my mob, have said to me that the most important thing we can learn on our spiritual evolution as we evolve and raise our consciousness here on planet Earth is to learn our powers of creation, is to learn how to flow our energy, how our thoughts manifest, how our belief structures create our reality. It is the most important thing we can remember on our spiritual journey, or as a human, even if we're not on a spiritual journey. Most people play victim to life, or victim to their thoughts, or victim to their emotions, thinking that life is happening to them and therefore they have to feel bad and they have no power how to change that or over their feelings. And in fact, I remember somebody said to me, a leopard can't change his spots. You can't get a negative person to think positively. And I said, well, if that was true, I wouldn't have a job, because that's what I do with people. I help people overcome their negative beliefs constructs, their negative belief system, the habitual conditioned patterns of thoughts that run our inner world, and our inner world creates our outer world. We perceive the world through our belief system, our belief structure. And so when we change the way we look at things, as the famous Swain said, the things we look at change. And so the most important teaching that the guides have said to me when I asked them many years ago, as a light worker, as a teacher, as a light teacher, what am I here to teach? And they said to help people overcome their negative programming and to be powerful, conscious, deliberate, genius creators of their reality. It's not so much about, there's a lot of teachers teaching the law of attraction and how to manifest. And I get this conversation from people all the time. Oh, I want to know how to manifest because I want to know how to bring more stuff into my life, whether it's success or money or the lover or the feelings into my life. You know, I want to know how to bring the stuff into my life so I can feel good, so I can have a happy life, so I can enjoy this life. This is not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to bump up against the world, the evolving world that is in chaos, that is in a constant state of flux and change, from an enlightened standpoint and point of view. When you reconnect to the energy of your source, when you are more intimately related to the higher self perspectives of who you are in this physical world, then you can meet any challenge that life offers us with love and understanding from a higher perspective, from a higher point of view. Esther Hicks calls it looking through the eyes of source. And so this is what the guides have said to me is the most important thing we need to remember as humans evolving in this ever shifting world that's in a constant state of flux, because life on planet Earth from an ego's perspective is not going to get easier. Sorry, but I'm sorry. I shouldn't apologize. It's not going to get easier. It's going to get more challenging as we shift our systems and move into a more unified, more fair way of living here on planet Earth, because we're currently under systems and ideas and constructs which are not really set up for the benefit of all. They're set up for the benefit of the few. And we're changing that as we're evolving, as humans evolving on Earth. And so that change, as the guides have said to me, with any renovation, there is disruption. If you're going to renovate your kitchen or your bathroom or your bedroom or your house, there's going to be a lot of disruption before you build the new kitchen or the new bathroom or the new house. And this is where we are at the moment on planet Earth. We're building a new state of being, a new earthly experience, and it's taking a lot of disruption of the old experiences. And so how do we meet those experiences? We meet them with love and understanding. We meet them with the perspective of our inner being, of our soul's calling, knowing that we incarnated into this world for this. We are here on planet Earth at this time because that's what our soul said I wanted to experience. I want to experience this creative, chaotic time on Earth, and I want to be a part of the shifting, of the changing of cycles, of the changing of yugas, moving from one energy, one way of being into a new way of being. So knowing how to navigate your own belief systems and your thoughts and your emotions is the most powerful thing I can offer to teach people, or you can learn. And so I want to do this on a weekly basis. I'm also running the Meet Your Spirit Guides course, which is expanding your psychic and intuitive abilities, knowing that you have constant stream of consciousness communicating, inspiring you. People say to me, I've done courses and I still can't talk to my spirit guides. And we had this conversation in the inner sanctum this morning, and the guides laugh at me and they say, all of you have constant communication with your spirit guides, but you don't know how to delineate, how to separate the thoughts as a thought of source or a thought of the ego. And that's where your emotional guidance system comes in. It can help you, once you understand how to navigate that, any thought that is connected to bliss or pure positive energy or gratitude and appreciation is more connected to the alignment of your source and to that guidance that's constantly flowing through you. So when you reach out to offer help or support or love to someone, that's your soul and your higher self speaking through you. And when you're worrying and fretting and feeling lack and feeling limited, then that's the job of the ego, which is the part of us that gives us the illusion of separation as we live these physically incarnated lives. And both parts of both aspects, the divine aspect and the ego aspect, is so vitally important in having a human life. And we'll explain exactly how that works during the course. So the Meet Your Spirit Guide course is coming up. I'm going to start that. I was going to start it next week, but I pushed it back a week. I'm going to start that on the 16th and 17th of January, and that goes for 4 weeks. And it's a little group of us online, and we do some activations and changing the energy structure and portals within your energy system to have you more open and connected to source energy. We look at anything, any belief structures that have you separated from the belief that I have clear guidance running through me, to me, and through me all the time, because we all do. And we clean up some of those beliefs around how you feel like you can't do this, or it's only for special people or psychic people or gifted people. Rubbish. It's for everyone, and we're all doing it all the time. We are all psychic beings, and we're all running our psychic energy all the time. I remember reading in the Seth books years ago, Seth said that all of us are communicating telepathically all the time. And they said in the books that you couldn't drive on your roads if you were not. And I remember thinking about that as a young girl driving my car and thinking, yeah, there is this telepathic communication between all the drivers on the road. It's at a subconscious or unconscious level, but we are communicating. Otherwise, we would be smashing into each other all the time. It's really amazing. So it's really about the awareness of how we're doing it, not learning how to do it, because we're all doing it all the time. It's having that awareness of how we're doing it and being really present to when you're receiving guidance and when you're in your fears or in your subconscious limiting ideas and programs, when you're connected to the source of your being and flowing that energy in a way that enlightens your world and everybody else's, when you are the light, living light, and when you pinch that off and shut that down with your beliefs or your thoughts or your ideas about yourself. So I hope you can join us. I'd love to see you online. They're not expensive. They're very inexpensive. The weekly courses, which I'll probably start next week as well. I was going to start them this week, but I think I'll start them next week, which will be on the 15th, 16th of January. will be by donation, but I do ask for between 35 and 50 Australian dollars, which is a lot less if you're a Canadian or an American or a European, in fact. But if you really feel like you can't afford it, you can pay what you like. Being a deliberate creator means that you know that you can be and do and have anything you want anytime you want it, right? Because you're the creator of your reality. You're the flower of your energy. You're the believer of your thoughts. You're the thinker of your thoughts. And so I do offer it by donation, but I do appreciate you paying something because I do offer so much stuff for free. So I hope you can join us this year for some of the courses. Send me an email if you'd like to know more, or if you're connected to me on any of the social media platforms, send me a message and I'll tell you more about it. I look forward to meeting you online. And of course, I do offer the Inner Sanctum sessions once a month, is completely open to anyone that wants to join. Again, I do ask for donations. It's not mandatory. You can come and join and meet others and have a discussion and have a little support group where we can talk about these things. And I do that once a month with me. And I share my stories and you get to share your stories. And then once a month with a teacher, another spiritual teacher or experiencer, somebody I've had on ATP media shows. And this year I've got a great lineup coming we were just talking about. And again, that is open, completely free to anyone who wants to join. I do stream about an hour of that on my platforms, and then we do Q&As off the live stream so people feel like they can ask any question they like without feeling like, they're on camera or on YouTube or, Facebook or one of those streaming platforms. So yeah, join us in the Inner Sanctum. It's just go to karenswain.com/Inner Sanctum, pop your email in there and I'll send you the Zoom links to join. So I look forward to meeting you all this year and hearing your stories and teaching you some of the principles of deliberate creation and learning how to expand your consciousness and expand your psychic abilities and get connected to your mob. Your spiritual team, your spiritual family. Once you're connected and you know that you're connected to your higher self or your soul's perspective, then you've got access to the cosmos. I look forward to seeing you all online real soon. Big love. Bye for now.